Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is my review of this boutique hotel in booking.com. Okay, I'm gonna start right off the bat. Um, when you look at the price that I paid for the room that I am in, it's one of the things that makes this one of the worst hotel rooms that I've been in. All right. And a lot of things were depicted deceptively because of good photography, and the layout of Booking.com. All right. Now, there's a couple of problems that I had with the room in this hotel. One being the room, and when I got here, they had other rooms available. And when I went to complain about this room, I can understand because, you know, as you've seen in my live shots, some of you, that this hotel consists of walking up and down a bunch of steps. So that's going to be a factor in this review. There is really no portable way if somebody is going to stay here for a long period of time. One, it would be very expensive. Two, the expense um, would not be really worth staying here because you would have other expenses that you could not mitigate, like going to a restaurant. Um, the hotel sits back on a hill, kind of hidden out, and it's difficult to find. To get to anywhere, all right, realistically, to get to anywhere, like say you want to go get something to eat, go to a restaurant, walking is going to be a problem. Because, first of all, walking up out of the hotel is going to be a problem. So, let's get into this. And um, we're going to look at the booking.com review. And basically, I'm not even going to look at the review. I'm going to just tell you what it is and tell you what my thoughts were based on how Booking.com promoted the hotel. All right. But first, let me remind you um, to share the video, to donate to my channel, and what this channel does in the community. My PayPal me and my Cash App will be in the description box along with my email. All right, let's get those thumbs up. And remember, before you donate to anyone, you take care of yourself and family first. All right, so let's get into the breakdown. First of all, when we're going to talk about the price that I paid for the room that I am in, and this is why I paid the price for the room that I am in. All right, and it turned out to be a very big mistake because I didn't get this. And so we get into the first thing that made this a problem, and it is the layout of the hotel on Booking.com. It was very difficult to see what the bathrooms looked like for a particular room, because when you're looking at the rooms in most hotels, they give you the general layout of the room in each price range. And so when you go into one of the rooms, except if they're a corner room, when you go into one of the rooms, the layout is pretty much going to be the same. It might be different, like things are laid more to the right or left, depending on which way you're facing. When you're paying $103 for a room, you're thinking you're getting this. You pretty much should be getting this if you're looking at that price range. All right. The other thing is the deceptive part of the rooms. All right. They have budget double, deluxe, suite. Now, here's the play on words here. Here's the play on words when you're talking about when a hotel uses the word suite. In most other hotels, when they have a suite, they come with a hot tub or a jet tub. I understand this. Most hotels, when they have a suite, they come with a hot tub or a jet tub. Hence the term suite. All right. With this room, it did not have this. It had the regular shower, and it had another problem. So you're thinking you're getting this when in return you're getting this. When you go through and you see all the stoves, the hot plates and stuff, at least the one in the room they gave me did not work. I didn't feel like walking all the way up some more stairs to move to another room, lug my luggage and everything to another room to complain about hot plates that don't work. Just really didn't feel like it. So I didn't bother. All right, I just like, you know what? I'm not going to bother. And herein lies the other problem, the stuff that didn't work. The electricity in the open bathroom. So the bathroom and shower is an open area to the rest of the room. As a matter of fact, there is no way to really separate the room from the crawling critters. And by crawling critters, I mean that while I was asleep in bed, I had visitors like ants. You know those little red ants that end up in your clothes, and so whatever you put on, if you don't get rid of them good, you're going to be bitten all day. Now, unfortunately, they're not going to have the time to get at me like that. One, because I never really unpacked, in that I was only going to be here for one night. Again, that plays into me thinking there was going to be a hot tub. I wanted to come someplace where I could relax just for a little bit. All right. To say I was sorely disappointed would be an understatement. And while the view from the pool may look like this, the hospitality and, well, just basically when you check in, I had to go back up, ask about the internet password. I wasn't given a receipt. I guess they'll give it to me when I leave. Breakfast is served. I wouldn't know what time, from what time to what time. So I'm guessing it's probably from 6 to 9. I'm guessing because I was not informed. So usually when you go to a hotel that serves breakfast, they'll tell you to, okay, breakfast is from 6 to 9. The Wi-Fi password is this, that, and the other. Checkout is at this time, which that's not going to be a problem. I can't wait to get out of here. All right. So this is a beautiful place for a photographer. But for people that want to find a good place to stay, your money would be better spent in another place. Also for this reason. The location is up 2 large hills. To go down in to the city to get something to eat, to shop, or do anything, you would have to call an Uber or a taxi. Again, adding to the cost that is already here. They do offer massages, but the massages are $20 an hour. All right, in US dollars. And I think that this hotel stay was just really overblown for me. All right, it is kind of up out of the way, around nothing and nowhere. It's hard to get to anywhere, even to get around within the hotel. Right now, you see me brushing stuff off my arms, and that's because I'm fighting with ants. You know, the little red ants. So while I'm sitting here, they're all in the place, and that's because there is no separation from ants, critters, and anything, because there is no seal to the outside. You got wooden shutter doors that you can see straight through and see the sunlight. There's no screen. There's no window screen. There's no screen. They usually have a window, sliding door, sliding glass door. There's no sliding glass door. There's no screens. There's no anything. All right. They went for the rustic look. Well, I call it old. They said, oh, we got an old place. Let's throw some beds here. The bed was not the most comfortable. Not if you're going to spend $100. All right. And because of the humidity overnight, and because there is nowhere to, the outside is not sealed off. Understand this. Because of the humidity and the outside is not really sealed off, all the humidity from the outside due to the rain is in here on the inside. There's no separation from that. To run the air conditioner in this place would be ridiculous. It's a ridiculous expense because, again, it is not closed off to the outside. Period. All right. And so, one would think this is an outside area and not inside the hotel. All right. So you're thinking it's hard to determine which room has what in it. Again, when you're talking about a suite, most hotels that have suite in their name that have hot tubs usually have the hot tub in the suite. But maybe, like again, they have one other. So, and that's the thing, and that's the other thing. It's hard to tell what's what. when they say, well, deluxe suite, presidential suite, luxury suite. All right. And so remember in another video, I talked about deceptive wording. All right. And that's what we have here. We have deceptive wording where you don't know what you're getting because you don't know what they mean by deluxe, presidential. Presidential is going to be the coup de grace, maybe. All right. But yeah, really thinking you were getting something that you really was not. All right. And I guess the $100 is for the view. All right. But then again, you can get a view from the balcony of other hotels, period. And if you see the door, you can see the doors here. All right. This might be one of the better rooms. I was not placed in one of the better rooms. All right. But you can see the doors here. And when you shut the doors, that's what's keeping you from the outside. So however wet it is going to be humid in your house. However dry it is going to be dry, well, in your hotel room. Basically, there's no screen, there's no anything to keep you from ants. And the furniture outside looks old. It does not look like that. Again, this is the photograph, and I showed you the real in the live video. All right. So beware of booking on booking.com. I recommend right now Travelocity and Priceline. Priceline, their stars mean what it says. Travelocity, you can better see what you're getting. I also booked this next hotel I'm going to go to today from Hotwire. And I am going to see if I have some of the same problems. All right. Priceline, if they weren't at, I don't know who's running Priceline anymore, but back before whoever bought them out, Expedia, when Priceline was Priceline, if it said 3 stars, you knew you were getting a certain quality of room. If it said 2 stars, you were getting a good hotel. All right. Here, the star factor doesn't mean anything, and I don't know who's reviewing these hotels. Maybe a bunch of employees or friends of the hotel. So take this as you will. Just be aware, and I would stay away from booking.com. And I'll do a review on my experience with Hotwire. But I said first review because I want to see what booking.com is going to do about fixing the problems here after I get back to the United States. Right now, I'm a bit too busy being bitten by ants in my back because, again, there's no screen door, there's no glass door, there's just the doors with a whole bunch of holes in it for critters to crawl in from the outside and eat you up in your bed on the inside. With that said, I'm out.